Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope all are good at home. Yes. Before going into today's lesson, I want to wish you all a very happy new year. Let this year be fun filled, enjoyable, and very happy to you all. Okay, let's go into today's lesson. Today's new lesson is lesson number 9. Things are puzzling. So in the new year only you got puzzling. The name of the lesson only is puzzling. Let's see what happens in the lesson. What is puzzling over there? Yes. So before going into the lesson, we'll have a starter where a set of animals is given to you and you are going to arrange them in the order from biggest to smallest. So let biggest be number 1 among all these animals. Our elephant is number 1. Yes. And number 2. Yes, you are good. It's buffalo. Number 3. Correct. Goat. And number 4. Right, it is dog or puppy. And number 5, it is duck. And number 6, it is tortoise. And number 7 is mouse. Yes. Check your answers if you are already finished. Yes. Very good, Ma. Now let's go into today's topic. Today's lesson is things are puzzling. So let's see what happens. So here then our girl by name Christina is walking across the field, walking on the field where she meets an elephant. So now she wants to chat with animals. So now she finds an elephant and she wants to chat with him. So she starts by wishing a good morning. Good morning, Mr. Elephant. So in a very polite way, because our mother instructed her to be polite with animals. Just like you all have been instructed to be polite. Do not harm animals. Do not hurt animals, isn't it? So just like that only for her mother instructed her not to harm or be polite with animals. So in a very soft, slow tone, she is saying, "Good morning, Mr. Elephant." So, but our elephant answered in a very rough, rude voice. "What are you? What are you? What are you?" The meaning for that sentence may be, "Who are you?" or "What are you doing?" like that. It can be mostly it is "Who are you?" So now she says, she gives her name, Christina. So after saying this, elephant said, "You are small." After saying "you are small," the elephant walked away. So now, after the elephant walked away, she says, "Okay, now the elephant is telling me small." Okay. So now she meets, after walking few steps, after that she meets a mouse. A mouse, and she, as usual, she politely says to mouse, she wants to chat with him. "Good morning, Mr. Mouse," she says, and our mouse also says, "What are you?" And there she adds up the word which the elephant said. It is small. "I am a small little girl." Small is the word said by our elephant. Little girl is our thought. She is thinking of herself as little girl. So she says, "I am a small little girl." No, now the mouse says, "No, you are big." And it ran away. So now she's saying, now she is thinking big. Okay, now she is adding up to the list of her name. So now she is thinking herself, okay, I'm big, a mouse said. Now the next, she walks little to some distance and there she finds a giraffe. So the giraffe is tall and again she wishes good morning there. When she wishes good morning, he also says, "What are you?" He asks, "What are you?" Now she is adding up with elephant's word mouse word and her own thought, and she says, I am I am a big small little girl. I am a big small little girl. Now a giraffe, what happens now? Giraffe now bends his neck just like this, and he said, just like this, he bends his neck and he said, no, you are short. Because he is tall, no, he says, you are short. And he walks away, he says, and he walks away and she says goodbye to him. After this happens, now she is puzzled. What? Giraffe said, I am short. Okay, now she adds that also to her name. Now, what's her name? Now she is short, big, small little girl. Now after that, she meets an hedgehog. So this is our hedgehog where he is got all over the body the what is it? It is not, it is thorn. So it is mentioned it is very round and prickly hedgehog. Prickly means what? It is like the edges will be, the end will be, the tip will be very sharp. The body, the just like what where you have hair on our head, or all a few animals like teddy bear, all those animals will have a soft, hairy, furry skin. Our hedgehog will have sharp, needle-like part on its body, so that nobody is can be able to attack him very easily. Just like that his body is made. So he is, when he walks, no, it will be like a ball with full of the sharp edges. So when he sits and put back his skin, only he'll look like this, just like this. Can you see? It is like this. So when he walks, no, she finds him and she stops him and she says good morning to him, and he's also saying good morning at the back. And he asks, what are you? Now she says all that already, four words which she already had. One is our own, and an elephant, mouse, and giraffe. Now she says, I am a short, big, small, little girl. Short, big, small, little girl. When she says like this, the hedgehog says, no, you are tall. And he goes off. He says, you are very tall. And he goes off. And then what happens? After that, she meets a snake. After that, she meets a snake, and the snake says, and snakes also ask, what are you? She, as usual, she wishes good morning to them, and he says, what are you? Again, now she adds the hedgehog's tall, the word tall also. Now she is saying at the snake, who are you? When the snake asks, who are you? She says, I am a tall by hedgehog, short by giraffe, and big by the mouse, small by elephant, and she's little girl. So now she says, I am a tall, short, big, small, little girl. I am a tall, short, big, small, little girl. Yes, I'm right. So she says like that. Now the snake says, you are very fat. And because the snake is very thin, right? You are very fat, he says, and he just runs off. After saying this, now she adds this word also. Okay, I am fat. So she adds this also, fifth word. Now, fine. After that, she meets a buffalo. So now she meets a buffalo. Now she meets a buffalo. So this buffalo, and she says politely, good morning, Mr. Buffalo. So now a buffalo asked, what are you, again, just like other animals. And now she started saying just from snake. I am fat. I'm a fat, tall, short, big, small little girl, she said. Now, after hearing this, the buffalo grunted. The way the buffalo speaks only is grunting. The sound of buffalo was said grunted. Okay. So now the buffalo said, no, you are thin. So now she adds that also with her. Okay, thin. Okay, I will take this word also. Now she takes that also. So after that saying, the buffalo also went off. Then finally she meets a tortoise. Now again she said, again the tortoise asked, what are you? And Christina, after taking a deep breath, she said, I am a thin, fat, I'm a thin, fat, tall, short, big, small little girl. Like that she said. After she saying this, she herself is saying to the tortoise, you will say, I am quick. She says, I am quick. You will say, she says to the tortoise, you will say, I am quick. She herself is saying before the tortoise could say anything. Okay. Now, after Christina said like this, the tortoise said, no, I am not going to say that. I am not going to say that. Then Christina asked, why? Why you are not going to say this? So many people, there is so many creatures call me with different things. It's puzzling. Why? Why they are calling me like this? Our Christina asked. And the tortoise said, no, it depends on ourselves. No, so many people can call us in different ways, but it depends on us. How we look at us, how we look at ourselves. That is very important. What others say about us is not important. Others can say you so many things. One can call you short, one can call you long, tall, short, big, small, fat, thin. But you should think, or you should do for yourself. You should think about yourself, how you should look, how you should behave, how you should do. Like that is there. So the tortoise said. And also one more example the tortoise gives, that all are saying I am very slow. But when I walk with my grandfather, I feel I am fast. So it depends on myself. It depends on me. When I walk with my grandfather, I feel I am fast and I'm with that. Saying this, the tortoise said goodbye and he goes off. And then our Christina also said, yes, the tortoise is correct. I should think about myself. I should not depend on others to say about me. And she says goodbye to the tortoise and she walks back to home. She walks back to home for the dinner. That is the story. Okay. So now each animal is saying something about her. That is, this is small, big, um, tall, short, then tall, short, then thin, thick, so fat, thin, all the 6, 7 names she got. But now but the last one tortoise said, no, I will not tell you, I will not give you any name, any word. You should think about yourself. You should depend on yourself. You should not think about what others will say about you. You should think about yourself. You should depend the way the word she's saying. It depends on how you feel, not on what people say. How you feel about yourself. That is very important. The tortoise says, and this lesson gets over with the tortoise that thought. Okay. So that is today's lesson, ma. Okay. So in the next video, we will see the book exercise. Thank you, children.